In this video, we are going to be looking at self-awareness in the context of leadership, why it's so important, and why you and I are probably not as self-aware as we may think we are. My name is Eddie Boertes, and I'm the founder of Leadership. It is my mission to help leaders and teams to design, align, and embed a corporate culture that doesn't suck. Self-awareness has been cited as the most important skill for leaders going into the 2020s and beyond. It is the ability to stand apart from ourselves and to examine our thought processes. In other words, it is the ability to think about what we are thinking about. It is the ability to examine our motives and to really look objectively at our life story and how that influences the scripts that we operate from as leaders. To understand the triggers that drive our actions and influence our habits and tendencies, it's also the ability to understand how this impacts those people around us. Our thoughts, beliefs, and our perceptions create the world around us. Psychology will tell us that our core fundamental beliefs are developed before we reach the age of 5, and that without a great deal of conscious work, they will change very little throughout our lives. Most of what we learn and experience from this point on becomes colored by the beliefs that are held in our subconscious. As you're listening to me right now, you are more than likely thinking that this is one area that you have waxed or sorted as a leader. And the chances are that, like me, you are dead wrong. Research shows that 95% of leaders, when assessed, believe that they have a high degree of self-awareness, but that in reality, only between 10 and 15% of individuals have these competencies. Psychologists have noted that those claiming to know themselves more are often the least aware. The other alarming thing with regards to leadership is that the more experienced we are, the greater our perceived level of expertise, and the greater that our position of power, the more likely it is that this is going to hinder our self-awareness. Stay with me on this one because it's important. Our expertise does not help us to root out false information. In fact, the greater level of perceived expertise in our minds, the more we overclaim our knowledge. When we see ourselves as having great expertise and experience, this can prevent us from doing our homework. It prevents us from seeking disconcerting evidence and from questioning our assumptions. In this way, what we do is we overinflate our sense of importance and we prevent ourselves from learning anything that may question our current reality. We read only the things that'll back up and that'll confirm our current reality. Similarly, the more power that a leader holds, the more likely they are to overestimate their skills and their abilities. One study of more than 3,600 leaders across a variety of roles and industries found that relative to lower level leaders, higher level leaders significantly overvalued their skills. This is when compared to the perception of others. This pattern was the same for 19 out of the 20 competencies that the researchers measured, including emotional self-awareness, accurate self-assessment, empathy, trustworthiness, and other leadership competencies. Researchers have put forward a few explanations for this. The first is that because of their level in the organization, senior leaders have fewer people around them that can provide them with candid and with honest feedback. The second is that the more power a person wields, the less comfortable other people are going to be giving constructive feedback because they think it's going to be detrimental and it's going to hurt their careers. Business professor James O'Toole says that as one's power grows, the less willing we are to listen to others, either because we think that we know more or because feedback comes at a cost. So the question is, why is self-awareness so important? A study by the Cornell School of Industrial and Labor Relations found that self-awareness to be the strongest predictor of overall success for leaders. If we are aware of our own weaknesses, it enables us to work with others who have different strengths to ourselves, and we are more likely to accept the idea that somebody else may have a better idea or that they have abilities that are different than our own. A lack of self-awareness can alienate others when we misunderstand the impact that our actions have on them. Self-aware leaders build better teams. Research also shows that when we see ourselves more clearly, we are more confident and we are more creative. We make better decisions, we build better relationships, and we communicate way more effectively. We are also more effective leaders with more satisfied employees and that work in more profitable organizations. If you found this video to be of value and you want to learn more about how leaders can build better teams, please give it a like and subscribe. Share it with somebody else that you feel may benefit from it too. And be sure to check out the next video where I'll be sharing some ideas on how you can develop your self-awareness. Until next time, cheers.